this one started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. They'll try the run. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing. Linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
On the snap, it's Hawkins. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll run play action. Floating away. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. From the 1, it's 1st and goal as they try to open the scoring here. They'll run it on first and goal. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Notre Dame's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that
they ran my favorite play against me. Watch, it's PA Scissors.
We just need to see what they do.
See?
Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find
they really didn't let me turn around.
Those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Etheridge. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Notre Dame now facing third and inches. They'll try to power their way ahead. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Hey!
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Got it in the middle, it's Toure. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the run deep down the right side. And he grabs it at the 15. First play of the period, first down here. Handoff to the single back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run it from the gun. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Soto. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Larson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. He'll fit right in.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Etheridge. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I just love having matchups out wide that I know can win. Guys that are so fast on the perimeter that threaten with speed, and guys start bailing and getting out of there. And on third down, and I need that yardage, I can go to them, and they'll get the first down.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
He'll keep it himself. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Well, how about that stick at the end? Nice job sticking the big tight end, making sure he doesn't get that first down. That's how you play physical defense. That's how you make him remember those tackles later in the game.
And this will be the 9th play of the drive. The play action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football. And
fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown!
No! What the fuck?
They
The physics didn't let him close his hand. That's not a catch. How's that staying in his fucking hand? Look at this. The body's between the ball the whole fucking time. Come on, game.
And it paid off with the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer.
Yeah.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Michigan State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That's reeled in. It's Hayes. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the
What kind of animation was that?
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know that one.
I think that deep ball was right on the money.
Idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak.
He lets one fly deep.
No.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the risk.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass.
Get his ass.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away.
We should return this.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. To the air, it's Hawkins. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll immediately call timeout.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout called by the offense.
Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver?
Fucking
His
eyebrow
ability
was
to
free.
find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish back on offense. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops. So this is a critical drive here for this offense.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you
turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk. they'll try to keep Big Mo rolling. Right back to the well. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Shit.
Finds his tight end. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big
Look at me.
That one in this offense within striking distance.
At the 35.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Hayes. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board.
Friends phone.
Leaves it with the running back.
Oh.
He's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
To the ground with the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Just needed to find a couple seconds.
And that is where defensive ends make
Couple
big
seconds
money
more.
by getting to the quarterback and knocking him down.
Dang, Skippy. That's what you want to be. You want to be a double-digit sack guy. You want to be a guy that puts pressure on the quarterback. Playing the run is fun, but I want to get quarterbacks, and I want to make their life fun.
Working on the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just
Stay in front. No.
The defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Pulls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Off play action on first down. Using the quick game. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wants to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Hayes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football.
There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of the football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
Back.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle.
You got a 5-star in the house. You got to put on a show.
It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Looking deep.
Oh, my.
Pulls it in down the sideline. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
It's another game, 250-yard pass, and get ready to transfer.
Great job tackling the football.
Who needs to win?
You throw it on the perimeter.
There's yards. That's what recruits care about, giving up the yards.
A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finds a spot in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for
you don't need to see any recruits. You're fine.
If this
You got
dude were a
enough.
kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up
Oh, my
for the
God.
onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, you got to score.
Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Toure. Takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Well, the last time they had it, the long field didn't bother them in the least, and they'll try to do it again. And the physical
Right to
play
him.
there forces
He played.
the incompletion on 1st down.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sit back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot.
Nobody. What?
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Slippery slope.
I mean, come the fuck on. This game is fucking crazy. Why is it doing this all of a sudden? He doesn't even like make a catching motion. It just goes in his hand. Fuck, man. Now he's got 350 pass yards. Looks like I'm playing defense.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make
time to run the
miss.
score.
And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looking to throw at Hawkins. He's got him. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his man. It's Clark.
They're taking timeouts.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Turning it on!
Oh, get in.
Almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in.
Oh, he got fucked up.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Beck's going for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They've built a comfortable fourth.
Steezy's still here. He doesn't know what you're talking about.
11-0. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy to just keep going at them.
And until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas.
Tick, 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 tick. Clock's winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not like it into the way Leinart and Bush and Wendell White and Wayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
No, it was the worst verse.
I
think we'll stop him.
They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Makes the catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Passing game.
Just run the fucking clock, Notre Dame. It's over.
Wants to go up top on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.